doing?
I can erase it.
Erase it. Have some respect. I think that's appropriate to write on the wall. Then why would you do it?
I can erase it.
Erase it. Have some respect. I think that's appropriate to.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, D. Happy Friday.
Thank you very much. Same to you. So, what's your thoughts about this topic right here? A child was inside the mall with the mother writing the N word, not even the N word, the entire word on a wall at the mall. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I think your prompt is really interesting, and it brings out a lot of characters who like those preconceived notions about but then it's like literally someone's mom is right there and you don't want to call her out.
That's sad. They should have called it out, but it took a bystander to go call that out. Where was the mother? Was at that mall with that child.
I know, that's so sad.
They don't want to come to a understanding about stuff like this. But when tragedy happens, like Carmela Anthony and Austin, then everybody, they just act like they losing it. But if you start talking about these issues at home to your kids, we won't have problems like that, because this generation right here, Nubian, is not going to play like our forefathers. They're not just going to sit in a corner and let you punch one cheek. They're not going to do that. If anything, you punch my cheek, I'm going to punch you back.
You're exactly right, and I think that's why I got called to this live, because like even though that's a little kid, like his mom gonna have to pay for that.
Thank you. I don't think it's going to get better. If anything, I think it's going to get worse, especially now that we are in the age of information, and if nobody don't wants to change, I think it's just going to get worse. What's your thoughts about it? You think it's just going to get worse if nobody is willing to change? No one is willing to say, "Oh, what is going on? It's wrong."
Yeah, I agree. I think the age of information is definitely upon us. So like we're gonna be able to see things we've never seen before. But like I think I choose to be brave and have courage to speak up on things that I don't think is right. And I always try to be open-minded to hear other people's perspectives as well, because I don't think I'm always right.
True. The elephant is in the room, but nobody wants to talk about it.
And yeah, that's exactly it. I think that now we have these platforms so that like that kid literally, like you said, those people have to hold themselves accountable, like whether or not they taught him that or whatever. But we're gonna have to figure out like why is that kid doing that, and going forward, how can we make sure it don't happen again?
Absolutely. Now, Philip says that little children say things all the time when they don't know what they're saying. But still of all, the question is, how did that child get chalk in his hand, and where was the parents? So we know that children say the darndest things, but the first thing that this child, when they are out in public spaces, wants to write the N word, that would question anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't believe we raise our children to be hateful. I don't think any kid is born with a heart writing the N word. So that was taught to him some way, some form.
Yeah, because children's minds, their little minds is like a computer. It's what you put in it, right?
Right, and that's like, can we ask him to spell other things? He probably wouldn't even be able to.
That's
So it's
what
like, what made him focus on that one word? And he's like, he's a little child. Exactly. Why is he knowing how to write these words? He's so young. When he gets to 16 years old, we gonna start hearing about him on TV doing harmful things.
And that's the thing about it.
So you better stop that now.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. If the child gets 16 years old and writing them words, and another child 16 years old, they're gonna let him have it, right?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not gonna be nice.
Because I think that we know what that N-word means even at a young age. If you're trying to say this little kid don't know what it means, what about the other kids who do know what it means? Does that take away from the pain he inflicted onto them? No.
Absolutely. But the sad thing about it is that we don't. Do you have kids?
No.
Oh, okay. But the sad thing about it is that we don't want to talk about issues like this. We don't want America to show its ugly head.
No, that's exactly it. I don't understand how they make it acceptable and say, "Oh, he's a little kid and it's fine." But what about the other kids who have to deal with it? Like they're kids too.
Mhm. And someone says that he probably heard the word while listening to rap music. So that's the only word that the child picked up, right? And the parent was right there in a public space in the mall. See, that's what I'm sitting there saying. So no accountability.
Hmm.
No accountability. Instead of they coming out and writing, oh, all this right here, what is a solution to all
No
this right here?
solutions.
None. And they don't want any solution because they are part of the problem.
And then this woman, Danny, she's like, saying nobody should be saying it. It's like, yeah, I'm trying not to say it myself, but when it's so prevalent in media and around me, the environment kind of controls me more than what I try to control myself. But now that I'm noticing it, man, I don't say it. And if I hear or see a white person saying it, I'm 10 times even madder about it.
That's it. I think no race should even talk about it. But the thing about it is that we know that that word had caused so much pain, so much affliction when it comes to our people. So why would the mother allow their child to write that on the wall? And I'm gonna say the mother allowed it because where was the parent? When you bring your child out there at that age into a public space, you should be watching your child, right? Before they got to the third NIG, the mother should have been able to stop that, but the mother allowed that child to spell it completely out.
Mm. And
Mm-mm.
that goes to your point earlier. You said, um, if you don't teach your child, the world will. So she's not paying attention, and so now she's allowing bad behaviors to be happening. So it is still her fault for not paying attention.
Absolutely. And that's who I blame. But it took a bystander, just like I said also earlier. It took a bystander to call that out. And the mother, if I'm not mistaken, has said, "Oh, I didn't know what they were doing." But if you don't see what your children is doing, somebody else gonna see what your child is doing, and it's not gonna be nothing nice. Because if I would have saw the child writing the word out completely out, first of all, I would have called CPS in a minute and had that child evaluated, and also would have called the parent out.
And that's it. That these folks don't want to be worrying about their own kids. They can worry about other people, and that's low key what's happening. They want to worry about all these other issues that not impacting them personally, but they want to be invested in it. Meanwhile, their kids are going off and doing all these things that are about to be coming back onto them.
Well, all I can say right now, Nubian, is the chickens are coming home to roost. This younger generation, they got their boots on the ground, and they're not going to play. And they're not going to be like our forefathers or our parents back then. This generation is not going to play.
Yeah, it's definitely past time for them to have their chance. Like I feel like it's fuck around, find out time.
Exactly.
To about TikTok. Like I don't even know nothing about this. You started a live, have a whole prompt up. Like that's amazing, and you engaged me in a great conversation. So I hope you keep doing it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I also added you, so whenever you set up your live, I'll come on yours as well, okay?
All right, I appreciate it. Have a great Friday.
You too, and thank you for coming on here.
Alrighty.
All right. Let me see.